All right, everyone, it is Daima time, magical adventure time, whatever way you want to do it. This is going to be my review, or I guess thoughts and opinions on the episode 2 of Dragon Ball Daima. So for the background, you'll just be watching random footage of Sparking Zero while we have some screen caps of the episode here on the right-hand side of the screen. So obviously, spoiler warning, if that wasn't already a thing. You know, if you clicked on the video, I assume you know that this is going to be me discussing the video, the actual episode itself, and you're fine with spoilers. But with that being said, let's moving forward. I was really happy with this episode. It felt like it went so fast, like it really did. It just felt like it was a super fast episode, and I think that's more so on the lines of it was just that enjoyable. The opening, Jakajan, oh my goodness, the opening theme of this series is got me captured, man. It is perfect. The opening music is perfect. It's perfectly showing the characters, perfectly showing the magicalness that is of the world of Dragon Ball, the demon world even, and it's just perfect. It really is. It's a perfect intro, I have to say. We also got the outro as well, which it's tear jerking for the outro. I gotta say, it's tear jerking. You gotta watch it. You gotta feel it. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you've been through with Bird Studios, with Akira Toriyama for years, then you will understand what I mean when I say it's tear-jerking. It's very, very heartfelt. But as far as the episode goes, we start off basically where we left off, and, well, the cast was put into kid form. We leave off with everyone being turned into kids, and Shenron having the most hilarious comeback of history, being like, nah, you ain't my homeboy. And I just think that was the most greatest thing ever. It's just like, nah, Shenron's like, nah, I don't know you. You get one, that's out. You get one. Everyone else except for my homies gets one. I just feel like Shenron was hilarious. And it felt very Toriyama. You know, it really felt like Toriyama threw that in there. He himself threw that in there, and because he did. I mean, he did. Remember, everyone, Daima is pretty much the last thing that we have left of Akira Toriyama. This is pretty much it. I mean, obviously not 110% of it is Toriyama, but every ounce of it, he put his heart and soul into this show, and I can already feel it. I can really feel it. It's really good. It was really good. So yeah, at the beginning we had that funny part with Shenron. I feel like that was great and hilarious. There is a weird thing that I do want to say. Somehow, Piccolo already knew about the Namekian from the Demon Realm, which I found fascinating. I did feel that was very interesting, and it needs to be said that, yes, Piccolo is fused with both Nail and Kami. So my assumption is that he gets some of that, knowledge straight up from Kami. And I wouldn't say, you know, it's a headcanon thing in my brain. If you fuse Namekians, when they fuse with somebody, they are sharing one body. They share each other's knowledge, they share each other's power, prowess, everything. But in my brain, the way I'm headcanning it is, Piccolo is still Piccolo, but he has the knowledge like a bank. You know, like he has to go to the bank and find that information, or, a keyword pops up and it just shows up in his face kind of thing. So the fact that he knows about the Namekian from the Demon Realm, it really just kind of makes me like refortify myself on that thought process that he doesn't completely always understand everything that Kami knew, or everything they knew before when they were fused before. I mean, I also feel like, as any character in any series, when they have like an age range, a pool of knowledge that it's just like it's not always accessible. It's like it's in the moment. You have to really think about it to access that knowledge, because when you're so old and you have so much knowledge, it actually is very difficult to remember it all unless you are just, photo eidetic memory, and it's crazy. So, but yeah, I am glad that they didn't just pull a easy thing and be like, yeah, we're just going to go get the Dragon Balls and make more wishes. And like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So I'm glad that no more wishes were made. I am interested in a couple things. Goma here keeps talking about a third eye. And that interests me in a couple different ways. One, we have a third eye with Tien. Tien has a third eye. And he's talking about the evil third eye. And we see it in the actual intro itself. But that's it so far. It's literally just an eyeball that rolls around. And I'm curious on what it means. For Tien, it was more like it's like a mental awakening kind of thing. It is literally an extra eyeball, but it's something that he gained from meditation and so forth. So I'm curious what the evil third eye is and why Goma has to wish for it specifically. How would you normally obtain it is what I'm really curious about. We also see in the intro that we see what I assume to be Goma's actual father or relative, maybe an uncle. The way I'm looking at it is I don't think Dabura is Goma's son. Or I don't think Dabura is Goma's father. I think Dabura had a brother, which is who we see in the intro. And then I think that Goma is like he's the nephew. He's Dabura's nephew. That's what my assumption is right now, because we don't have any confirmation of it. It's all just implied that he's the next one in line, That's the only thing, or that he took the throne by force because Dabura died. From the sound of it, when you go through the episode and you hear everybody talking, you kind of get the sense that the demon realm is empty, or not per se empty, but lacking. Like there's not much to rule there, but there is still something to rule. And the other interesting thing I really want to throw out there is that Piccolo said that Namekians don't like to be ruled. So why is the Namekian helping Goma? That's the real question I'm curious about, because if that's the case, like if that's like a foreshadowing thing, I'm curious on how much of the actual antagonist is actually being the aged Namekian from the demon realm. That's what I'm really curious about. So I have so many questions and I have very little answers, but I don't care because I love the mystery about this. I love the adventure that they're going into. I love the world that they keep showing off in the intro and random bits so far. I love it. And I love the fact that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is actually going to get a Daima DLC that we can explore. That's going to be so good. It's going to be so enjoyable. Because right now I have like a mighty need for like a legacy of Goku into the Daima demon realm. I really do. I have a real hard like urge to really want to play something like that, and I really look forward to it. So basically the episode is a lot of random bits of lore. Supreme Kai apparently had a ship that he had when he came to this universe from the demon realm, and Bulma is going to be fixing it up for the next episode or so. I will say that I cannot forgive the Supreme Kai's brother, though, as like a major thing in the episode. He steals Dende. He stole Dende. He stole baby Dende. Degesu, I will never forgive you for just snatching baby Dende from little Popo and just threatening him like that. I will never forgive you. Like I want to have a freaking Goku moment, and I just want to be like, you fool, and just destroy him for that. Like I do have a feeling that Degasu, or not Degasu. His name is not Degasu. I don't know why I keep saying his name is Degasu. Um, but I am very curious on how it's all gonna go down. Degasu, that is his name. His name is Degasu. I don't think we know exactly what he has planned either. There's so many antagonists that are potentially going to be really taking over on everything. And I'm curious on how it's all going to go down. So, let me know what you guys think of Daima episode 2 down in the comments, and have a good day and a good night.